Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back. I was supposed to do this hours ago, but I had a snooze and I slept a lot longer than I anticipated. So you're doing it now. So I'm gonna watch a Nintendo Direct because I want to see it because it's an hour and 6 minutes, which means it's probably a decent one. I don't know. I haven't really watched any talked about any gaming stuff because I don't really care, to be honest. I just want to see what's going on. So yeah, I'll still do these game shows. I just won't be as infested like I used to be. That's all. So I'll probably be going through this pretty quickly. It definitely won't take an hour. Let's get Instagram ready to go. Instagram's pretty much there. So yeah, guys, that's what it is. I don't know how long we'll be on today. I tried to aim for an hour and 2 hours. I used to just edit, get the video. Actually, that reminds me, I should put the stream up. There we go. About minutes. Okay, so minutes difference. Good. What I used to do, guys, is I used to record it, and then I split up the videos to whatever I'm talking about. I'm not going to do that no more. The only time I'm going to upload a normal video is if I'm doing what I call original content. So that means not watching this, not talking about the news, things I do here. So that means there'll be a lot less, but they'll be still there. Other than that, I think we're ready to get going. Let's go and watch this Nintendo thing. I don't really want to watch it because I don't think it was that exciting. I haven't checked online or anything. I've been too busy dealing with the watching the drama in the US and Australia. Australia's definitely having some drama, and I'm definitely going for it. I'm going to go for PM's throat for this, so I feel like it's a giant embarrassment. But we'll get to it. Let's go. Let's start with Nintendo. Earphones. Don't look at me like that, guys. I know the earphones are right in front of me. Alrighty, let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to speed up a little bit, guys, because you know how slow these are. Alright, let's go.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We'll start today's Nintendo Direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Tomorrow, September 13th, marks 40 years since the launch of Super Mario Bros. In Japan. We got here because so many people have played. Thank you all very much. The Mario games have been supported.
40 years is a long time, guys. That means Super Mario Bros. Came out when I was 40, so when I was born. Because I'm 40 myself, so obviously, yeah.
By evolutions in digital technology and gaming consoles. Additionally,
it's Nintendo. You never get that much better.
At the Nintendo Museum, which opened in Kyoto last year, we created an art gallery that displays character illustrations drawn during the development of different games. There are also illustrations and pixel art from the Mario series. Also, from now through next September, the ticket for admission will change to the design shown here. And starting this December, we're planning a 40th anniversary light display. You'll still need a reservation to enter the museum, but we hope those visiting will check it out. On top of that, earlier in May, following Japan
and I'm already bored.
We opened the third Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We hope you can experience the world of Super Mario.
I mean, that would be a nice place to go visit.
Next is more news about Kyoto. We'll be supporting the Kyoto Marathon, which will take place next February. Since its inception in 1985, the Super Mario series has been running for 40 years, thanks to everyone's support. But this time, Mario himself will be cheering on the runners. This is the race bib that the runners will wear,
okay, what's going on?
which has
What's
the
the
Nintendo logo on
message?
it. We'll be supporting in other ways as well. If you're interested in marathons, why not take the opportunity to run through Kyoto? Also, coming next spring, please take a look at this.
What's going on? Okay, good.
The name of the new movie that Nintendo and Illumination
All
are
right.
producing together is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Hello, did not know about this. I did hear rumors about it, but I didn't know it was coming out so early.
What kinds of adventures do you think Mario and his friends will have in space? This movie will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Let's also hear some remarks from the movie's co-producer, Chris-san, from Illumination.
All right, so we've got a movie.
As we celebrate Mario's
Definitely gonna
40th
say it.
anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination, and adventure that Mario has brought to life for fans.
Not that considering they restrict Mario, they're not multi-platform, guys. Their consoles are never that powerful. Severely overpriced. I don't know where they think they're good. I think Xbox and Sony are way better at the moment, and PC, of course.
Across generations and around the world. From its groundbreaking world building to its iconic characters and unforgettable music, the Super Mario Brothers have left a lasting impact on the very fabric of our culture. All
Maybe.
of us at Illumination feel so fortunate to continue our collaboration with Nintendo as we expand the life of Mario in movies. And while the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration
I think it's very weird they're going straight to the Galaxy instead of doing like, I don't know, the Super Mario World and all that. It's a bit weird.
for our story, this next film holds surprises for fans of every Mario era. Our directors, Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, along with the extraordinary team of artists at our studio in Paris, are very busy working to deliver a film that aspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate. Brian Tyler is also returning to compose a score that blends together musical themes from Mario's incredible game heritage. And we're also thrilled to welcome back Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser,
It's nice to see they got all the characters back.
Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. And as we continue to make progress on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, we look forward to sharing more with you in the future.
Yeah, I imagine there'll be more
And until then,
characters.
thank you, and back to you, Miyamoto-san.
Thank you, Chris-san. I'm also involved in the production every day, and I'm enjoying it. It's a movie worthy of the 40th anniversary. Please wait a little longer for its release. While you're waiting, I have something I'd like to show you.
I'd rather
Please take a
see
look
it,
at this.
I don't know, gameplay on it or something, a movie play, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Not really. I didn't mind Super Mario Galaxy, guys. It was alright. So I'm assuming this is just a game, some sort of combo thing. Don't really care too much about Mario, to be honest. But the movie was fun, so that's why I'll watch it. Alright, we should hurry up. I mean, nothing worse than watching gameplay for excessive amount of time, especially gameplay that's already been out. I'm assuming it's just showing off the new graphics and all that. I don't really care about that. Oh, shit. It's going like a Peach from the what is it, Mario 64. That's what it looks like. Yep, new game, 10 of the second, 25. Okay, cool. Amigos, of course, Nintendo will be
That's
selling
right.
that.
It's the games that share the movie's title. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, I'll turn it over to the original director for Super Mario Galaxy, Koizumi-san.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here, I'll introduce the games that will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. First, the 2 games you just saw were developed around the idea of what Mario's adventures would be like in space. The planets have gravity, and seeing Mario not fall off of them while upside down was very impressive, even as a
Yeah,
developer.
got lots of work to do, guys.
The second game also returns 15 years after its original release on Wii.
I mean, it's stuff I really want to look
In
at.
Rosalina's library, you can read a storybook. It's now in both games, and we've also added new pages.
Oh, I might have to go to the toilet soon, guys. My
looking forward to
stomach's
that
playing
as
up.
well.
I gotta stop drinking these. I gotta drink more water.
In addition, the storybook will be available as a real-life product.
Oh, God, of
The
course
new
it
pages I
is.
mentioned won't be included, but more details, including the release time.
They're gonna have the
will be
book because they
available
want
on
to
the
sell
My Nintendo
more.
Store
That's
website
basically
later
all it
today,
is.
So please check that out.
We know what it is, guys.
Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 will launch on Nintendo Switch, but you can play these games on Nintendo Switch too. Many other Mario titles are also available on Nintendo Switch, so if there's one you haven't played yet, why not take the opportunity to try it? Okay, let's introduce some other Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
There's no way this is all about Mario. Mario 10, oh boy.
The latest entry in the Mario
Alright,
Tennis
I see it,
series
I'm
is
calm.
hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Tennis Fever. Use top spins,
Do not give a
slices,
frack.
lobs, and other familiar shots. Plus, meet up in
So
Belleville
guys, I
Park.
could not watch that. I don't care about Mario Tennis. I'm going to be watching things that I think are entertaining, or what viewers say it's entertaining. If they told me to watch it, I would have watched it, but there's not really much going on at the moment, so...
A large plaza has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom, Belleville Park. Here, you can enjoy a variety of attractions that let you team up with or work against friends and family. Let's go over some of the things you can do.
Collect the most coins to win.
Collect coins as you make your way through the course. And don't miss your chance to get rich.
Whoever has the most lives at the end wins.
Use items to duke it out. Dodge attacks and try to survive.
Whoever's it at the end loses.
Run and hide and tag. If you're tagged, you're it. And the other players get to transform and hide.
Work together to relay.
Pass the bomb to each other
Alright,
so it doesn't
alright,
explode before you reach the goal.
Work together to get to the goal.
Place jumper
Yay!
bombs while your friends run across them.
It reminds me of Mario Party, to be honest.
Jump to the beat.
Yeah, it's like Mario Party, but
Jump
probably
in
not
time
as
and the lift will
detailed.
rise. Get in sync. Then 1, 2, 3, jump. Plus, there are so many other attractions to enjoy. Grab your friends and family for multiplayer fun in Belleville Park. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition adds other new content as well. Look forward to more on that in the future.
Of course.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus meet up in Belleville Park, launches on Nintendo Switch 2
God.
next spring.
That's too... Alright.
Super Mario
I feel
Brothers
like
Wonder
Nintendo's
is
trying to
getting
make
a
more
Nintendo Switch
money
2
by
edition.
just releasing the
At
same
its
game
main
as
plot, meet up in Belleville Park
a
has
newer
more
system.
multiplayer options to enjoy.
It sounds like they're
It
getting
also adds
lessons
other
of
new content,
Skyrim.
So stay tuned for more details in the future.
That's what it is, guys.
What about
That's all it
the
is.
enchanted
It's money.
Was it something I said?
The talking flowers.
Yes, it was.
We actually made them.
Oh, God.
Oh, really? Sometimes they'll talk on their own, just like that. These talking flowers can make everyday life a little more fun. They're
Okay, that'd be
planned
good for a
release
nerd
next spring.
room, guys, but I really
Okay,
don't
next
have
is
one
the
of
last
them.
game for the Super Mario Brothers 40th anniversary.
I don't know if I'll
Arcade
ever get one, to be honest, because what I want to do is kind of have an area for my games and those type of things, but not a main room or
On the
anything.
island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First, let's study this flower-like creature. We found it right away. It tastes kind of sweet. You can carry this creature on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom. As you wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find.
Okay.
And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them, and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock.
Ah, that was kind of cool.
It looks like there
Definitely
are
has
still lots of
some
unusual
good
creatures
features to
residing
it.
within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits.
I wish I didn't do this so late, guys, because I was sleepy. The plan is to do it in the
Yoshi
morning.
and the
Tomorrow will
mysterious
be
book
another late
launches on
day.
Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
A new game starring Yoshi is on the way. The game takes place within a mysterious
Alright,
book.
let's see, we're going
You'll
in
make
here.
discoveries and encounter all sorts of
I'm
things
getting
that
rid of
you're
this.
exploring. Please stay tuned for future
I don't know why
updates.
people add me to groups. I don't want
That's all
nothing to
for
do
the
with
Super
it.
Mario Brothers 40th anniversary. In addition to the games
I
coming
mean,
in the
one
future,
person I
a new
really
movie
give a
releases
shit
next
about,
spring.
and I'm
We
not
hope you
near
enjoy
their
all sorts
house,
of
so I
adventures
don't
with
care.
Mario. Okay, we'll now begin our usual Nintendo Direct. First, we'll introduce games launching on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, I might just install it.
It's time to storm into Cryptica.
Okay,
The
what's this?
mesmerizing world of Cryptica awaits in this 2D side-scrolling roguelike adventure. Fight your way through this 80s anime-inspired realm solo or with a friend in couch co-op, where every battle is twice as chaotic and twice as thrilling. Hone your swift swordplay against a variety of
It
foes,
looks like,
uncover a wide
Metroid.
array of unique melee and ranged weapons, and glide through ever-shifting biomes with graceful, acrobatic moves. With the help of magical creatures called Storm Hearts, you'll gain permanent upgrades to boost your abilities and help you on your next run. And in couch co-op mode, you can experiment with ability upgrades by combining and sharing power-ups for different playstyles. Storm Lanterns launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
Okay, it means it's only for the
Let's call it.
Switch.
Transform a wild island inspired by the Australian outback.
It does look a bit Australian, but not as harsh. Australian outback is really mean.
Plant crops, catch fish, gather resources, and plenty more. But don't let your guard down while exploring. Wild creatures may attack, so use your tools, weapons, and wits to make it out in one piece. As you progress, you can turn this rugged island into a bustling town. Visit shops, enjoy festivals, and talk with visitors. Some of them might even decide to live here. Plus, up to 4 friends can build and explore together in local or online co-op. Dinkum launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system November 5th.
I know
Pre-orders
exclusive,
and a
guys.
demo will be available later today.
Don't care
on
about
Nintendo
exclusives
eShop.
that much.
Embark on a colorful adventure. Save a mysterious planet in the platforming adventure Popucom. Team up locally or online
Happy-com.
in this multiplayer-only game. On this planet, color is key. Attack enemies with the same color to defeat them. Each adventurer can only fire 2 colors, so you'll need to swap between them during battle. Timing is critical too. Work together to fire colors at the right time to overcome obstacles. You
Okay.
can also use items like shields to block lasers or drones to create platforms. Powerful bosses can be found at the end of stages. Team up to take them down. Additionally, in party mode, up to 4 pals can take on a variety of challenges together. A colorful co-op adventure awaits in Popucom, launching on Nintendo
I mean, it looks
Switch
interesting,
this
but not really a game I'm going to play. Not to mention because it's multiplayer.
Here, on this small island floating in the sea,
I remember
are
this one.
characters, each living their own carefree lives.
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game.
Yeah, I thought it was Tomodachi,
Join
whatever
charge of
who
this
bought it.
island. You can create me characters of anyone you'd like living here. Base them on a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Once you've chosen their personality and voice,
My name is Anne.
your me is good to go.
I can't wait to start living here.
The me characters you create will enjoy their island life however they see fit.
Okay.
Wonder what's up?
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
Yum.
Enjoy. Looks like that hit the spot. This me looks bored all by their lonesome. Someone needs a pick-me-up.
Need a sharp with a Granby. Oh, laugh.
They really hit it off, all thanks to this meetup. This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
Alright, nothing exciting there. I mean, it's not really a game I'm into, so...
We interrupt to bring you some
Oh,
breaking
God.
news. This just in, following previous reports of a 2026 release date, we can now confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring. More on this story as it develops.
There was breaking news in that trailer. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream will launch next spring.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, I had a feeling it would.
Please wait a little longer for this new dream life.
I don't know,
Next up are
I'm
games heading
pretty...
to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Dash, slash, and clash in these games. Get over here and choose your fighter in this totally collection of Mortal Kombat classics. This compilation features multiple classic games from the 90s and early 2000s, including arcade, console, and handheld versions. Friendship matters, so fight your pals locally or take the in-game tournament global with added support for online play. Want a break from combat? Dive into an interactive documentary that includes concept art, archival footage, and exclusive interviews with the original creators. Prepare to test your might when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection launches digitally on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 30th, and physically December 12th.
Let's finish this.
Experience the first game in the Final Fantasy
Ah,
VII
Final
Remake
Fantasy
trilogy.
7, yeah. Nice to see they
To the
bring
role
Final
of
Fantasy
Cloud
to the
Strife, a
Switch.
former member of Shinra's elite soldier unit. While he is working as a mercenary, the legendary hero Sephiroth, who supposedly died on a past mission, suddenly appears. The fate of the planet is now in your hands. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system January 22nd.
Not bad, I think that's a
Save the
good
world
idea.
from malicious machines in this action roguelite adventure. Battle foes to rescue robot allies. Collect resources and create a place for others to call home. Then, customize your weapon classes and unlock powerful abilities. You can also catch fish, harvest crops, and craft items between missions. Online, you can team up with friends and co-op
Sounds
or be a game
interesting.
share. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Linked Banner of the Spark launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Alright. This one looks interesting.
Well, daughter of Hades. princess of the underworld. It would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us. And war has come to Mount Olympus. Shall you rush now to your family's defense? Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both. Death to Kronos.
Prepare to battle beyond the underworld of Greek myth in Hades 2. Play as the princess of the underworld to take on the sinister titan of time. Wield powerful weapons of night, the Sister Blades, the Moonstone Axe, the Witch's Staff, and more. Cast the Binding Circle to ensnare your enemies and gain the upper hand. Along the way, the gods of Olympus will grant you new skills and abilities. Mix and match to find the most powerful combinations. Each time you set out, you'll be faced with different choices, and you'll keep growing stronger and unlocking new upgrades.
Yep, the usual
Discover
type of
new
game.
secrets and unravel the story. On Nintendo Switch 2, experience the action in up to 120 frames per second in TV mode. Hades 2 launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 25th.
So that one's for the
New
Nintendo
Amiibo
Switch
figures
particularly.
right in.
Alright. Amigos,
Kirby
huh?
Air Riders game is coming soon, and 2 new amiibo are also on the way. Tap them to summon figure players that you can train. Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase. Plus, with the amiibo, you can swap riders. Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine.
Yep,
Levels are also
as
transferred
usual.
over.
I mean, it's nothing
These two
special
new
here.
amiibo will be
They already
available
talked, we
November
already
20th,
done
the same
something
day as
about
the
it
game's
earlier
launch.
on.
Be on the lookout for even more Kirby
wasn't
Air
even
Riders
that good.
amiibo updates in the future. And a second Kirby Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr. Sakurai, is also on the way.
Not watching that, by the way, guys. I'm not interested. Hyrule Warriors, huh?
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok. Get
Goodness
familiar with
gracious.
your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat. Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle. Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty Sync Strikes. Depending on the pair, Sync Strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects. Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op. And with Game Share, you can play together on 2 separate systems, even if only one player has the game.
That's really a good thing, I reckon. I like that idea.
Uncover ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, so basically the story's continued.
Hyrule
Okay.
Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches
That
on
makes
Nintendo
sense.
Switch 2, November 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I'm bored, guys. I'm bored. There's some good games here, but nothing serious.
Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
Okay, they got an interesting style there. Like Dragon Quest or something, isn't it? Maybe.
It all began with a spark of curiosity. Guided by a mysterious tablet, a group of young heroes embark on a journey to reclaim a lost world. As they venture into the unknown, they'll encounter mighty foes and a myriad of twists and trials. What awaits them beyond it all?
It is a Dragon Quest. That's what it was.
Quest 7,
It just
reimagined.
looked like it. I didn't even
That's
know
the
it was a game.
Look out, world. Here we come.
That was Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. We hope you're looking forward to the journey ahead in this reimagined world. Now, we'd like to announce two things. First, here's some news about the Nintendo Today smart device app. The app continues to deliver all sorts of information about Nintendo games and characters on a daily basis. And we're adding a new Kirby theme. We're also delivering information regularly about Kirby Air Riders leading up to the game's release, so please check that out. Second,
I will
we
eventually.
have news about Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Please take a look at this.
Coming to Nintendo Classics, Virtual Boy.
Oh crap! This
You'll be
thing.
able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D.
What collection of Virtual Boy games? There were hardly any. It was like what, 8? No, maybe 30. I can't remember how many games there were. It wasn't that many.
While playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. In order
But
to
yeah,
play,
guys, we're
you'll
back
need this
online.
dedicated
We're ready to
accessory.
go. We've got business to
This
do.
recreates the form of the original Virtual Boy hardware by inserting a console to play. Both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch are supported.
Good. But who cares? I mean,
Galactic Pinball,
there's only a few games on there.
Telero Boxer, and more. The 14 classic games shown here are planned to be released over time. Virtual Boy
Yeah.
Nintendo Classics is
There's
scheduled
next to
launch
nothing
February
there. I
17th.
mean, I don't think that's really
Dedicated
worth
accessory
it.
needed to play Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics will be available in the future. A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.
Of course it is.
Ooh. We hope you're looking forward to Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics.
No,
Okay,
not really,
let's see
no.
some more headlines.
I think it's a waste of money. A waste of time.
Crimson Butterfly soars again.
Now, where are we up to anyway?
Mikami
Should be at least
Village,
20
a
minutes.
place said to have
Oh
vanished
shit,
from
40
the map.
minutes. Okay, we're pretty far into it.
But when twin sisters, Mio and Mayu, find themselves lost and wander into the village, they encounter the unthinkable.
Alright, after this, guys, we've got to go to the toilet.
The victims of a past tragedy.
Now,
Mio must use the camera obscura, a device that can pacify the unsettled ghosts and find a way home. But as she delves deeper into the mystery,
Don't let go of my hand.
Mayu's sanity slips away.
hey, start losing your mind.
Where will the Crimson
All right.
Butterfly lead them?
We've got lots of...
Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system early next year. Upgrade your play with the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games. In the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, you'll face off against more on-screen enemies than ever before as you aim to become King of the Pirates. Enjoy camera play and more in Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Serve up dishes and reactions while you cook together. Mouse controls are cropping up in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Stardew Valley. Plus, up to 4 friends locally can play in split-screen multiplayer.
Alright, let's have a
And with
look.
Game Share, up to 4 players can play together if one person has the game. 5 new levels, including Candyland and Museum, are dropping in with Human Fall Flat Nintendo
course
Switch
they
2
are.
edition. Plus, with mouse controls, you can enjoy a new way to wobble with physics-based fun.
Oh boy.
Craving more to clean?
No.
Power Wash Simulator makes its triumphant return with a shiny new entry in the relaxing Clean 'em Up series. Unholster your washer and effortlessly blast the dirt away as you transform your sullied surroundings into squeaky clean scenes. Make use of new tools and supplies, including
know.
enhanced soap, a surface cleaner, additional power washers, and rigging equipment for those hard-to-reach places. Wash your way through a fresh campaign as you explore even more of Muckingham. Then venture into new, grimy locations, including Detergent Toe and Lubra City. After a hard day's work, take some time to unwind in your home base and spruce up the place with furniture and accessories you've collected. And for the first time, up to 4 players can make progress in the campaign together in online co-op, or split the work between 2 players with local split screen. Very satisfying indeed. Sit back,
Very
relax, and
boring.
cruise
I
into
mean, if I want to
content
play, I'll do it
when
at
Power Wash
home.
Simulator 2 launches on the Nintendo
I don't
Switch
understand
2
why they
system
made this
fall.
game. I can do that at home.
The fruit matching phenomenon returns.
I'm gonna take my socks off,
Sweet
guys.
the
It's
game is
heating
back
up.
and rounder than ever. This time, the fruit falls toward the center of a circle, and you can drop it from any angle. It's 360 degrees of fruit dropping fun. If you combine fruits a certain number of times, it's super evolution time. When this is active, you can earn bonus points based on the number of fruits you merge. Plus, with the Nintendo Switch 2 version, you can play with others locally via Game Share.
Yep,
This
of
allows
course you
you
would.
and up to 3 players to drop and merge fruit together in co-op. Rotate, aim, and go for the watermelon when Suika Game Planet launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this winter.
Ah, Metroid. I think. Yep. I didn't remember her having a bike. Why did she get a bike? It's obviously a different game. Or is it? No? Okay, no, it looks like the same game. This looks really good, guys. That looks really good, guys. That's actually the only game there I'm really excited about. I knew there would be Amigos. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So one game there that I'm interested in. The rest of them are garbage. I could not care less about. Well, not garbage, but...
This island is beautiful.
Oh my god,
DLC
Donkey
is
Kong
smashing
Island!
its way into Donkey Kong Bonanza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island, the home of some familiar faces. And if you finish the main game story, Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think?
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush.
Alright.
Meet your emerald quota within the time limit to clear each round. The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from 3 random ones. Perks have different effects, like getting more emeralds from defeated enemies, or more jam-packed treasure chests. There are all sorts to choose from. Gain and stack perks, then collect oodles of emeralds. You can also smash Vanadium gems to gain random skills that power up Donkey Kong during your run. Your perks and skills reset after each run. But Fossil and Vanadium gem locations stay the same. Refine your winning strategy with each go. When a run ends, you'll earn in-game rewards based on how well you did. Playing can net you new fashions and statues to display on DK Island.
Oh, goodness gracious. So decorating, that's not too bad, to be honest. This one looks alright.
Take on the challenge to earn that
I
promotion.
mean, the game itself is good, so...
The Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, and Emerald Rush.
But yeah, you won't see me buying it
launches on
anytime soon,
Nintendo
though.
Switch 2 later today. Plus, a free demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting paid DLC called DK Island and Emerald Rush. Please look forward to collecting lots of emeralds in Emerald Rush.
I always
exploring its
do.
modern take on DK Island. Next, please take a look at this.
Alright, here we go. Pokemon. Must be the, yeah, new one. Oh god. Of course it'd be you. Oh, what an ugly looking kid.
This land is just waiting to be shaped by a Ditto that looks like a human. And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon. What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea. By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy. As nature flourishes, so do the Pokemon.
Of course it'll be the first free.
Collect rocks and wood to build with. Till the fields and grow delicious crops.
Alright, I'm kind of getting it. It doesn't look so bad. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad.
There's so much
I mean, based
to
on
do
what I'm
here.
seeing, I'd say about 5, maybe 6.
rush, though. Go at your own pace, and you'll have a wonderful space before you know it. Pokemon Pokopia.
Okay, I can dig that. That's not bad.
A brand new Pokemon game is coming to Nintendo
Okay,
Switch
so
2.
now they're getting me some good
I
games.
hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Pokopia, where a Ditto
I mean,
with
that
human
looks
appearance
good.
builds a new life with other Pokemon. Next, we have information about another Pokemon game, which launches very soon.
Yeah, it would be the one that's been talking about for ages. And of course, there's a Switch 2. I hate how they do this. I mean, instead of just giving us an update for this system for the Switch 2, you've got to do this entire thing where you got to buy it for the system again. So you bought it for the say the Switch. You got to buy it again for the Switch 2. Well, can't you just I don't know, put it on the store or something? Confirm to the player that confirm that to them that you already own it for the Switch 1, and then you put it on the Switch 2, and it gives you an update where it can be the Switch 2 version. I hate this whole idea. Nintendo is really bad at this. They trying to make money out of everyone. Big part of the reason why I don't like playing games these days. Because everyone's out to get you, basically. In the money department, in a way.
It appears that new Mega Evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where people and Pokemon live. Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th. We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look.
Oh, no, Pokemon one? I don't remember any more Pokemon. Might be Sleep or something. Alright.
Pokemon Legends ZA is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension. Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions. How do you think they'll perform? More details will be shared in the
Okay, what is those two?
So let's move on to some more headlines.
Alright. Almost done here, I think.
Ready for some killer fun in the sun?
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Are you okay? You seem pretty out of it.
Originally released over 10 years ago, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is making the ultimate comeback. While on a school trip to Jabberwock Island, you and your classmates are trapped in a murderous game. After each deadly incident, a heated class trial will begin. In high-speed detective action, you'll shoot down contradictions and counter opponents to reveal the truth. And along with the main game, an
Yeah, I
additional
don't really
story
care.
is included. One incident will trigger an entirely new scenario with different victims and culprits.
The wait is over. The next class trial is about to begin.
Danganronpa 2x2
Yeah, I don't
launches on
care.
Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems next year.
That type of game is not interesting to me,
Make
so I
history
won't.
in the 3 kingdoms. Dynasty Warriors Origins is marching on to Nintendo Switch 2.
Basically
The
like
Three Kingdoms,
Hyrule
an era
Warriors.
of warring factions. As a nameless hero, join forces with Xiao Xiao, Sun Jian, or Liu Bei on your journey to become a true warrior. Your choices will influence your story and may even alter historical events from the 3 kingdoms. Plus, paid DLC is on the way. Choose a different path and experience new developments that weren't in the main story. Walk your own path and become a one-man army. When Dynasty Warriors Origins and the DLC both launch on Nintendo Switch 2, January 22nd. 2 fates are now intertwined. Welcome to the sprawling world of Monster Hunter, where all sorts of monsters live. By bonding with certain creatures called Monsties, you can traverse the land, climb cliffs, swim across water, and fly through the air as you freely explore the map. However, a strange phenomenon that causes petrification now threatens the world. It's up to you to venture forth and find the source of the danger in order to prevent total calamity.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Raise your Monsties,
Doesn't
bond
look
with
bad, I
them,
mean,
and work together to face
It's
whatever
not a game
stands in
I
your
can
path.
play. I could do this. I mean, like I said, guys, this channel I don't really play a ton of games no more. It's mostly just streams now. Because I think that's the most interesting way of doing it, instead of just making videos. I can't believe EA Sports is still a thing. So after this, guys, we're going to have a quick toilet break. And then we'll come back and continue the video, because we're almost at 40 minutes. 41 minutes. So I've already done a fair bit. There are other things I want to talk about today. Some new stuff, actually. So I'll be doing that and my usual sport stuff. Probably my AFL stuff. But learn what's next for the game.
Hello?
So probably be quick, though.
Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Looks pretty bad.
Grace. Stay close to me.
I'm coming.
Keep moving. What's wrong? I'll explain later.
I've been watching you.
Creepy.
You're not like other people, you know. You're quite...
Sounds creepy, guys.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
I'm scared.
Grace.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Okay, it doesn't look bad, but definitely not a game I'm into. Never liked the those type of games.
A brand new entry in the Resident Evil series is launching on Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem, where you'll face unknown nightmares.
Alright, yep.
Plus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first in the series with a first-person perspective. And Resident Evil Village, which broke new ground for the series, also launched the same day.
Yeah, it looks good, guys.
Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement. Please.
Yay! Finally, I'm getting bored. Most of it is just not, I don't really care about. Oh, I thought it might be considered a patient or something, but no.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
Okay.
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
Ah, so one of those turn-based RTS. I don't care about those games.
What I seek is a great strength. An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
Yeah, it's not that interesting.
It is imperative that I face it again. I must cull it with this blade.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
He won't let you hurt her! And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign. That I vow to you.
But well, yeah, sounds about right. I'm not really into the whole fight
The years were
game.
long, weren't they? Have you forgotten me so soon?
Yeah, so we're gonna get up, go to talk, guys. I need to go. That's really bad.
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games. What kinds of stories await? Please stay tuned for future updates.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Alright, that's it for the Nintendo Direct.
watching.
Great. Alright, I wasn't really interested in most of it, to be honest. Most of it was just, not that exciting. I've had in Metroid, really. I mean, realistically, that was probably the only game I'm really excited. I mean, Hyrule Warriors were okay, but nothing. And the Virtual Boy thing was not exciting at all. I feel like you're just trying to get more money out of you. That's what I took out of this. The whole thing, it just feels like a money grab. So yeah, I was not in for this, guys. On that note, I'm gonna go to the toilet because I need to go. I should only be a few minutes, guys, but it could be 10 minutes. So once we come back, we're gonna do my usual news stuff, and then I'm gonna go to Sky News, and then I'm gonna look on Twitter what's going on. You know, something interesting, funny, and that kind of stuff. In the future, I'm gonna be doing other things for YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go the things, and at the very end, I'm gonna turn Discord on and see if there's anything interesting that people want to talk about. I don't know if you heard me because I moved my mic, so give me a few minutes, guys. Shut up. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go to the toilet and had to wait. Goodness gracious, that was a bad toilet run. I don't know what always happens when I stream. Every single time I stream, guys, I gotta go to the toilet. Mind you, if I'm going out to go to my friends or something, or when I go shopping or anything, it never plays up. It's only when I'm streaming, when I'm sitting down for long periods of time. I think it's just the motion. I think the body's not used to it. I think I really need to get a standing desk at some point. But there's other things that are more important now. First, we'll go back to, I'm going to look at my news stuff, see if there's anything interesting happening today. I don't think there is too much. And then we're going to do something a bit more political, for at least for my country. Because I'm getting sick of seeing this stuff all over the internet, and it's starting to annoy me. 9 news. All right. Protests. I'm so sick of these protests. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, I'm going to talk about this one, guys. This one's a bit more serious. The rest of it I'll talk about, or some of it I'll talk about. Some of it I won't because they're not that relevant. They don't matter too much. But yeah, some of it I do want to talk about. All right, let's watch this one, guys. Put that in. Boom, bam.
Well, look, Australians have flocked to city centres once again this weekend with multiple protests unfolding across Melbourne, Sydney and beyond. What else is new? Every weekend this happens, guys. So it's at least one protest. So Melbourne always has to have one protest. But I don't know about Sydney and Brisbane and all that. But much they do too. It's always protesting. And that's fine. It's still freedom, guys. You've got the right to protest. But I doubt very much this is going to be a normal protest.
From anti-immigration marches to counter rallies against race corruption, police presence has been ramped up amid these fears of clashes. For more on this, we're joined now by former Victoria Police Detective.
Yeah, I'm getting so sick of this, guys. It's just
disgusting. Thanks for your time. What about Melbourne yesterday? 4 separate protests yesterday
4
alone. I mean, how significant is the scale?
We had 4 protests yesterday. Yeah, great. That sounds right.
Good morning, guys. Absolutely. And this is the fact that the government's taken their eye off the ball. You know, we've got 1 protest, then we've got 3 protests. I've lost track of who's protesting against what, and I think that
I know, I feel the same way.
Fed up to the bloody back teeth with these people. Sure, they've got a cause, but don't stop the good citizens of this state going about their business and being able to make a living out of it. They need to bring in a permit system, and it relies on the government because police aren't punching bags.
I get the thing is,
True.
particularly for small business owners, it's stopping foot traffic, it's stopping people being able to come.
Families.
Yeah, it's really affecting the economy. Do you think this level of disruption, Charlie, is sustainable long term?
Of course, it's not sustainable at all. And, you know, the powers that be and the government always comes back to the government. Now, I'd like to see these people. Now, they'll go back in their little cubby holes. Look, there's good meaning people there, and I support those people, these splinter groups, the ones out there to cover up by making a fight and getting involved in violence. Now, it's up to the government. If you get a permit system, you can control them. And we're going to get 4 or 5. Now we've got 2 or 3 yesterday, 4 or 5 again. More protests today. Now, when these people go home and then Monday morning they're going to work, how about going to their homes and me stopping them going about their business? How would they like that?
Well, of course, and it is worth noting everyone has a right to protest,
and it's such
of
an
course.
important part of
Absolutely it
democracy,
is.
yeah.
But 4 protests yesterday, Charlie, a further 2 in Melbourne today. What about the police side of things? They've been...
So that's 6 for Saturday and Sunday. Goodness gracious. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm so sick of this, guys. Our government is so useless. They're doing nothing. Everything going up, price of petrol, cost of living, all this kind of stuff. Normally, I don't talk about politics, but I've started talking about it a lot more because I'm so sick of it. As well, probably about say mid-aged person because I'm about 40. I'm just in the beginning of that age group. But yeah, I'm worried about the younger generation. That's what why I'll start talking about this more and more because yeah, I know my family's got like a 1.5-year-old, and she's got to grow up in a world with crap like this. I don't want her to suffer in this world. And yeah, doing this is just driving me insane.
Bracing for potential violence here. I mean, what sort of impasse does it have on policing?
Look, very much so. You go there with trepidation. You get briefed and what you can and can't do about making your arrest, how they're going to deal with it. Now, this is Melbourne, this is Victoria, this is Australia. Here we have police going out there now with rubber bullets. Now, they've been involved with that for quite some time, since the COVID days. Now, we shouldn't be in that position at all. Protest, no problems at all. Make your point known, but leave your violence at home, and then you're going to meet force with force. But these people, the police in particular, do not look forward to going to work on a particular day, like yesterday and today especially, knowing full well it's hand-to-hand combat, trying to keep the people safe from both sides. And
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, it's mostly fighting. It's just the troublemakers that are causing these issues. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with protesting as long as it's in a peaceful manner. But I don't think these guys have a clue what that means. I mean, I'm comprehending that they're just idiots. I mean, you just like to cause trouble for the sake of causing trouble.
community, more importantly. So the message is, I suppose, and
Charlie,
people going to the city today is you can't be protected by the police because they've got their hands full.
All right, Charlie, we're out of time.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, it's a bad situation, guys. The cops are overtaxed here. And then you got these idiots, of course, at these protests, and then there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of things wrong with Australia. Actually, I want to watch this one because this one's a bit more concerning as well. This one's very concerning if it's true. I'm going to have a look at it right now. So all this is mostly Australia stuff. There's a few things here that probably relate to other places, but
There are growing concerns over young kids accessing graphic content online, as those videos of Charlie Kirk's shocking assassination.
yeah, you can. Here's the thing, guys. I saw that on X like not long after it happened. I'm pretty sure X is loaded with content like that. That's why I don't really use X too much because I don't want to accidentally put something that's going to go against YouTube COS because I know YouTube will hit it.
And circulate on popular social media channels.
So what can parents do to help minimise the risk? Psychologist Sandy Ray joins us now in Brisbane with more.
Be smarter, I guess.
Sandy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
I mean, it's really hard to do it because kids are really savvy with technology, not much with anything else, but at least with technology, they know how to do things that parents don't know how to do. Minus myself because I actually used to work in IT, so I'm probably the exception to that rule.
Ellie and Clint.
Clint and I were talking about this yesterday. It was the assassination video was unfortunately so readily available. I opened up X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and I didn't go looking for it, and here it was. And I'm just so
Yeah, you see it
concerned
straight away.
about
I
the
did the
number
same
of young
thing.
kids that could see something like this and could see other acts of horrific violence online. How is this happening so easily?
Look, as you just said, Ali,
It's called
you
freedom of
opened up it
speech.
very quickly. It was easy to share, easy to access. It's no different for children. You know, if they don't have the correct parental controls or parental oversight, that's how they get the information. So, you know, through email, through text, through Google, through Facebook, through Tumblr, there's lots and lots of avenues where they can access information. Also, you've got
True.
live streaming where it gets recorded and broadcast in real time with no controls or interventions, which is probably what happened with the Charlie Kirk murder. I also looked at that too, and it was so graphic, it was disturbing.
Yeah.
I say
I wish I could unsee it.
These are
Yes.
kids. These are kids we're talking about, Sandy, in many circumstances. How harmful is that type of
Yeah,
video?
it's going to be pretty harmful.
Well, there's a lot of interesting research has come out about the harm of it, and it depends on a number of characteristics: the
person
context of
itself.
the exposure, the amount of exposure that's given, and the vulnerabilities of that particular child.
Yeah.
Some interesting research.
Some people it won't affect as much as others, basically. But it's really concerning that they're able to see it straight away. And there needs to be some sort of way to do this, way they're protected against seeing things like this. But yeah.
Research has come out from as far back as the Oklahoma City bombings in 1995, 9/11 exposure. And what they're saying is the current research is talking about children who witness consistently violent graphic images can actually adopt PTSD symptoms. That means they get hypervigilance, hyperarousal, anger, anxiety, depression, flashbacks, nightmares, bedwetting, nail biting. So all these characteristics that are associated with PTSD. So it's really important to safeguard children from those images.
All right, so how can we safeguard our kids? I know the social media ban comes into play soon, but right now, what can you do to monitor your kids' online access?
Look, I think the very first thing, which is probably, I guess, the most obvious thing, is parental oversight. You know, you can't just say to your child, here's a tablet, or here's your computer, or here's the phone. You want to be engaged with your children. So with that engagement, use parental and security controls. Talk to your children, sit with them, get engaged with what they're doing and what they're watching. Educate them about safety online. You know, when my children got into high school, I very clearly talked to them about people who aren't good people in terms of wanting to access children, wanting to access what they do, how they work in the world.
Yeah, like PDFs, I think she's referring to.
So be mindful of what you can offer. You know, if you want to talk to the children about violent videos or deaths or grief or terrorism, you know, be careful in your, well, not be careful, but be mindful as a parent. Do you feel comfortable talking about death? Do you feel comfortable?
You might have no choice, realistically. We live in that age where you have to tell them. I'd rather tell them and then you learn it on the internet. I mean, the internet's really become a toxic thing.
Inclusive.
I'm really losing interest. That's why, like, these days, I don't really like messaging people on the internet. I'd rather just go and see them.
Common sense approach to understand.
And I won't spell down.
All good tips, Sandy Ray. Thank you so much for.
Yeah, so I believe I'd rather see them directly, guys. I mean, sometimes I hear from them on the phone call. That's the second, probably the best bet. But yeah, let's see what else there is to talk about. Don't care about that. I don't care about the submarines. Don't care about the school. All right, this one looks like a good one because it looks like the end. Other than that, I don't think I care about anything else. Yeah. Yeah, other than that. Yeah, other than that, guys, there's nothing else to really talk about. So I'll just do one more. I thought there'd be a lot more stuff going on, to be honest, but no, it's a nice quiet day.
Details on the investigation following the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
The ally of the US President Donald Trump will be remembered at a major memorial in his home state of Arizona.
Yeah, let's go live to our US correspondent, Jonathan Kersley. Jono, when will it be held?
We've just heard detail from Turning Point, the political action group that Charlie Kirk started and founded. The memorial will be held next Sunday, US time, in State Farm Stadium, Arizona. His home state, the headquarters of where Turning Action Point was. And outside those headquarters today, we are seeing floods of tributes. People arriving, laying flowers, laying tributes to Charlie Kirk, who, of course, was a right-wing activist and ally of Donald Trump. Last night, we heard his widow, Erica Kirk, break her silence, essentially with a message to the people she described as evildoers, saying that they do not realise what they have done and what they have unleashed across the entire of the United States. As for the person charged and accused of the assassination, Tyler Robinson remains in a county jail. Police searching his apartment today. His family has also broken their silence. His grandmother speaking to NBC, describing the 22-year-old, who was a high achiever, as squeaky clean. But now, after becoming America's most wanted, he stands accused of a crime that could lead to the death penalty. Still in this country that is so deeply divided between the left and the right, there continues to be anger levelled, particularly at the left, despite indications, no indications yet, that there was a direct political motivation, direct left-leaning link to Tyler Robinson himself. Elon Musk, addressing a crowd of thousands of protesters in London virtually, had this to say.
Our friend Charlie Kirk getting murdered in cold blood this week, and people on the left celebrating it openly.
Well, he's right there. I was watching the whole thing on Twitter and X and all that kind of shit, and he's right. Yeah, just celebrating it. I mean, celebrating a death for someone, regardless of where he is in his political views or religious views or views in general. You don't do that. I mean, even I know better than that.
The left is the party of murder.
I mean, I think they're like making it sound worse than it actually is, but he is right to an degree. The left is definitely something wrong with the left. The left needs to be more like accepting. They're not accepting at all. All they think about is themselves, and if no one else agrees with them, you're a bad person that should be shot or something. I just understand that.
And that just gives you an idea still of the deep division that has only been further widened in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Yeah, it's been getting worse.
Thank you.
Widow of slain activist Charlie Kirk has broken her silence for the first time since her husband's horrific assassination. Delivered via a live broadcast on social media, Erica Kirk's message was not a call for calm, it was a call to rise up.
You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. To everyone listening tonight across America, the movement my husband built will not die. It won't. I refuse to let that happen.
Former Secret Service agent Tim Miller joins us now in Florida with more. Tim, thanks for your time this morning. As we just heard, this was a battle cry. Erica said it herself. What did you make of her remarks?
Erica, I think she's striking a chord. Let me be clear. What Charlie was just talking about in your country, Americans are sick of it in this country. There's been a wave of violence. It has done the same thing here, shutting down streets, hurting business.
Yeah, exactly. We are getting sick of it too. America and Australia are very alike in that department. And it needs to be stopped. We need to be able to have business running on Saturday and Sundays because they're one of the best days to have business open because it's, most people are not working. And then you get these protests that go today in Melbourne. Was it 4 yesterday and 2 today? I mean, seriously?
business owners attacking innocent people. But that's all quickly coming to a head. And to Erica's point, her husband should not have been murdered, regardless of what you think of his speech. He should not have been murdered in front of thousands of people.
Exactly. This is exactly what I've been saying, guys. I agree with this dude.
And it's radical violence.
Yeah, I mean, is that language dangerous, though, urging people to rise up?
Well, I don't know, Clint. You know, if you just watched your husband, you know, butchered, there's some emotional trauma there. But I think her message, what's concerning, or not
I don't think that's what she meant.
Is that it is catching like wildfire in the U.S. If you look at social media, and I'll be honest, Clint and Allie, I've never seen the United States more divided. And now we have this new thing called social media, where everybody can be keyboard warriors and stoke the fire. The United States has serious issues. Now with President Trump, he shifted, you know, back to law and order. They're not going to burn down cities, but we are in serious crisis in the U.S. right now.
Well, Donald Trump is calling for the death penalty and calling for the death penalty. I think I saw him on Fox News calling for it. Tim, what do you make of it, and is that likely?
Well, here's what I know. There's been this clarion call for a decade here to abolish guns. Well, how about we abolish evil? How about when you watch what happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, with a precious young girl being butchered on a train, there needs to be a change in terms of judges just hearing these cases, letting these violent felons back out on the street. And so I do think...
Yeah, I feel sorry for that girl, guys. I saw it a few nights ago. I think I saw it on Local Live. This is such a disaster. I mean, the world is such a piece of shit at the moment. The world's all over the place. Regardless if it's from the US, America, I guess it is US, you know, Australia, Europe, particularly UK. It's just, yeah, the West is just struggling while dictatorships are, you know, doing very well, like Russia and North Korea and China. So we need to get our shit together before we just, you know, fall apart.
Death penalty has applicability. Obviously, we have a ton of protections here, so nobody's going to be executed quickly after the review, after the evidence. I think we have to do something different because it's clearly not working now.
There's been a lot of theories as to why Tyler Robinson did what he is accused to have done. Any insight into his alleged motivation?
Well, I think certainly, I think Fox and other networks are just reporting that there was a transgender tie. He was living with someone. That's concerning because we saw that tie in the Covenant School shooting and then again recently in Los Angeles. So I think it's something that needs to be looked at. What's really concerning to me, Clint and Allie, you saw it with Matthew Crooks. You know, these guys get into the internet, they get radicalized, and they come from decent families, and now all of a sudden they're doing mass murder events. In this case, you know, Tyler Robinson's own dad turned him in. So it shows you that we have a problem, all of us. And oh, by the way, it's in Australia as well. The radicalization of young people.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It is in Australia. And I'm going to be doing a few things on that once we're done with the new stuff and the AFL stuff.
And I do think social media has a large
role. So I'm sick of it. I'm getting so pissed off with it.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, guys. Be safe.
All right, let's get to the next one. We already talked about that yesterday. Let's get to... Oh, boy, did I open it? God damn it, I did. All right, just have to go back and... open that up. Where was it? I lost it. Where is it? Well, shoot. Put you there. Make sure you don't play because we already talked about it. All right, last one I want to do is... That's about it, I think. Yeah, that'll be it. All right, last thing I want to talk about, guys, is something very similar. It's news-related, but not quite news-related. I want to see if the AFL's updated their 40 fixtures for this week. I'm pretty sure Collingwood's going to nope, they have not updated it. That's weird. I thought they would have updated it by now. I mean, how hard is it to update two friggin' teams? I can't believe it, guys. Adelaide lost. Adelaide was here and Hawthorn was down there and Hawthorn beat Adelaide. Brisbane Lions beat GWS. I'm assuming Collingwood beat Fremantle. So if I'm correct, I think I am correct. Collingwood's going against Geelong. I'm guessing Fremantle will be going against Hawthorn. Yeah. So it'll be Fremantle Hawthorn, Collingwood Geelong. So that's going to be an interesting game. Hopefully it won't be like this. This is embarrassing. Look at how bad the scores are. I mean, it wasn't like a close game. They usually are closer than this, but this was embarrassing. So I'm hoping the next game will be good. This is what it is, guys. So the next team is going to be Collingwood and Geelong, Fremantle and Hawthorn. I don't know who's going to win that, but hopefully someone will win. And hopefully it's a better game. That's all I want to talk about that part. I want to go on Twitter, guys, and then I'm going to start talking about what else we're going to do in the future. as doing this because I like doing this. I always like to do a little bit of news, not too much news, just stuff like that. I'm gonna go have a look at Sky News because they're a little different to the normal news because they're a bit more political, and I want to see what they're thinking about before because I do want to also add in like commentary stuff, so you know from other creators and things like that. But that's not gonna be the pure focus. That's always gonna be near the end, and it's always gonna be yeah. It depends what we're doing. What's I doing? My brain's fried. So I've done that. I've done the football thing. I guess we're going to the Twitch X. Yeah, X. So this is something I'm getting sick of, guys. I'm in Australia, so this is exactly where I am. I don't know if this is in Melbourne or Sydney, but I'm pretty sure it's Melbourne. Go here. Okay, look at this. Look at this. I am so sick of seeing the Palestinian flag. I mean, I understand the war needs to end over there, and I do agree with that. But the fact they just keep doing this stuff over and over and over, and then they cause trouble a lot of the time. It's just a tedious process. They don't need to be there. Australia has fairly limited control what other countries do. What was that? My phone's going all crazy. Let's move down. Let's go here. What's this one? Women's Village Juice. Oh, yeah, I don't care. Don't care. So yeah, guys, this is the lady, the girl who got murdered. Remember I said about the train? That this is this poor girl. Look at this, guys. The whole thing. They're just saying here. Perth is 12, nearly, no, it's 15,000 and about 700 k's away from Utah in the US, and yet they're still getting it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It takes most the whole page. This is the saddest thing in the world, guys. I'm not going to show you the video because YouTube will have a hissy fit. This is so sad, guys. This piece of shit person attacks an innocent girl on a train. I mean, what the frack? I mean, it pisses me off. You can't just attack people because you're a loser. Don't care. What's this one about?
Okay. I'm 19 and I'm here because I believe Britain desperately needs change. Policies on migration definitely are a big hitter for me and most people, I think, because it seems that, you know, illegal migration has been an issue for years.
Culture being eroded away by a forced multiculturalism in the name of diversity. They're seeing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with multicultural type of thing. The problem is they're not adapting to whatever country they're going to. So, for example, they're not adapting to the British way of doing things. The same as here. They're not adapting to Australia. They still do their own shit here. I mean, you do have like freedom of religion and all that kind of stuff, but they still practice a lot of what they do over there here. If you want to practice your religion, do it in your own country.
The needs of
especially if you're causing trouble.
Terrorists, their needs are met first.
There is a real reality that we have to contend with here, and that's the radicalization of young men. There is, if you look at the data, a disproportionate amount of young men that are being radicalized and pulled towards the far right in the country. That's certainly true when you look at it compared to young women. The reality is that is something that we have to contend with because young men, young people in general, are the first generation that are worse off than the parents before them. Generation after generation.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
Seeing the next generation be better off economically than previous, but this is the first generation that isn't.
It's the opposite.
A class of young men who, as a result of the housing crisis, can't get on the housing ladder, as a result of wage stagnation, can't move out of their parents' houses, as a result of the
educational
attainment gaps that exists, can't get educations. They're straddled with debt. The previous generation who got education for free have left the next generation with tens of thousands of pounds of debt for the audacity of getting an education. And there is an identity crisis for sure. Young men don't know where they fit. Now there is a huge amount of
that's an issue.
Who hark back to a day when they had privilege that they no longer have, and would therefore like some of that privilege back. That's undeniable. And that's some of the migration stuff you hear. It's certainly true with some of the misogyny that exists. But we have to contend with and have an open conversation about the fact that there is a real radicalization of young men in our society being pushed and pulled towards the far right, being infantilized by hateful figures like Tommy Robinson.
I know. I mean, I think they have the right to choose where they want to go. I'm going to the far right. It's obviously because it's not that. I think that's a big issue. Is that there's too many people coming in the country from overseas, and they're not adapting to our way of life. That's a simple fact for me. Not to mention our infrastructure just can't keep up with it. I don't know how it's going in the UK and America, but in Australia, our housing systems just can't support it. I've been. Oh, here we go. Abbo and his dumb hacks. Or yeah, I don't. Listen, guys, I'm going to say this. I think this government needs to be kicked out. The government is useless. He doesn't do anything. Oh, what is this? Okay. Yeah, here's something something interesting, guys. I read this up last night. Apparently, the number of Australians who believe homosexuality is immoral has increased for the second year in a row, reversing a 2-decade-long trend. So at one point it was going down and people didn't really care. Now, with a lot of stuff that's going on now, how the left acts with the pride stuff, people just say, nah, this is not right. We shouldn't be doing this. And I agree. I don't think it's the right thing. But I know for some people that's all they know and they can only do. They can't, do anything on the. But that's also, according to a lot of people, that's a kind of a mental illness, which is probably true. I'm not going to say it's completely true, but probably. Anything else we're going to see? Oh, yeah, this is Hawthorne, guys. No. This is Brisbane Lions in the Suns. They got their asses handed to them. Which is great. I like seeing them lose. No more racist and hate speech by AP. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, I think LPM's more letting people to come in from overseas. Like immigration is like the highest in the world. Oh, give me a break. I like this one. Have a look. Why do women are ordered to wear a hijab or niqab in Islam? Because they are sexually desires in men. That's true. I mean, men have to do sexual desires. I mean, I'm not going to lie. But since Muslims are considered sexual different, yeah, okay, that explains a lot. That actually explains a lot. I mean, one thing about being a male, you got to learn to keep your sexual desires in control. I mean, I've got a mate. I mean, I've been accused the sexiest person in the world, but I friggin' don't go around, trying to friggin' corner into a corner or anything. Seriously. I never do that. That's a piece of shit. That's a piece of shit move, guys. Not to mention I'll lose my best friend, so it's never going to happen. Women must cover themselves, including young girls. Yeah, that's really weird. The simple fact you got to get young girls to do it means the men over there and how am I going to say, they don't have an issue with kids, if you know what I mean. So that's a bit of a concern. Oh, actually, a lot of a concern. I don't care about that. I saw this. I put this on Facebook a few days ago, guys. Oh, no. It's the morning. If you're 18 and think you have opposite sex, you have a mental illness. If you're 8 and you think you're opposite sex, your mother has an illness, mental illness. It's probably true to a degree. I mean, I think there's some exceptions, but for the most part, I think it's true. Yeah, so I'm glad we're getting somewhere. Can't watch this one, guys. It's 28 minutes. It's way too long. All right, so yeah, I'm kind of done with this whole thing about him because we all know what's going on. The right piece of shit. Yeah, I'm going to go on YouTube again, guys, and we're going to see if there's anything more interesting to talk about. That's not like this. Let's go on to home. There's going to be a lot of music on here, guys, because I play a lot of it. You know what, guys? I am going to... Not really to get me... Oh, wait, Sky News. That's what I want to look at before we finish. Now, I'll be checking Sky News every so often, not every day. It's just going to be normal news. All right, let's go this one. I just realised I don't...
leave that story and go live to you now.
I just realised I don't actually need to keep these up because I'm not making them as separate videos. I'm keeping, when I do streams, all the streams are going to stay there. The only videos I'll be uploading are my original videos, the ones I'll be doing at home, you know, on the computer, on my own stuff, and the shorts. So yeah, I don't need to actually keep these open, but I want to see what they're talking about.
To the Prime Minister in WA.
This brings our additional investment in defence over the next decade.
Is it really necessary to waste more money on defence? I know defence is a big thing, but I think they could be wasting it on, I don't know, using it on other projects, a bit more infrastructure, for example, maybe for houses or maybe tax breaks or, I don't know, something. But no, he wants to build another base, basically. It sounds like the PM for you.
When complete, this precinct will deliver continuous naval shipbuilding and AUKUS here in WA. And today's investment is another way we're delivering record defence funding to bolster Australia.
I mean, I know it'll give you some jobs. That'll be a good thing. Jobs are definitely needed because our job market is really bad, especially in Victoria. But yeah, I think it's a waste of money personally because we've got a lot of bases that build things, so
capabilities.
not heaps, but a few.
And we're investing in our relationships. This world-class precinct will create more than 10,000 local jobs and strong opportunities for local industry. There's no greater honour than serving our country in our nation's uniform, and my government is dedicated to investing in the defence capabilities.
Oh, I don't think so. I feel like it's making me tired. I feel like sleeping every time he talks. I mean, I don't know. I don't really agree with it.
Keep Australians safe. My government has already made record investments across shipbuilding here in the West, and today's announcement builds on that. This initial investment today will underpin the delivery of the construction of surface vessels for the Australian Defence Force, starting with Army's landing craft, and pending successful consolidation, the domestic build element of Australia's future general purpose frigates. It will deliver facilities to support the sustainment of Australia's surface combatant vessels, contingency docking capabilities for Australia's future conventionally armed nuclear-powered submarine fleet from the early 1930s, and depot-level maintenance, including graving docks. This commitment builds on the $127 million we committed for planning, which have led to today.
Yeah, well, the planning, it's a bit of money for planning, but 12 billion is a lot for this.
Announcement.
I mean, I don't know why. I think,
is absolutely critical.
but wouldn't it be better just to invest on the bases that we already have and just upgrade them a little bit? I mean, it would be cheaper probably. I don't know. I think you could put more money into things, other things.
I'm pleased to be joined by the Defence Minister and the Premier of WA, as well as Minister Matt Keogh today, and we'll hear from the Deputy Prime Minister, then the Premier, and then we'll take questions. But we might move in between times, frankly.
They're like, what's going on? They got no idea what they're doing. Look, it's just like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, why is it pausing? It's pausing a lot.
Is part of the announcement there by the Prime Minister. They're going to move to another spot and then continue that announcement.
All right, don't really care. I don't think that's I think it's a waste of money personally. So the question is it a waste of money? Is $12 billion for just a base a waste of money for Australia? I personally think it is. I mean, all right, here we go. We're gonna watch this one, and then that's about. I think I'll probably do that one. That'll be about it. 'Cause the rest of it's just about what's happening in the States. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to do the news normally. I'm probably gonna look at see what other creators are doing. Like, you know, the more, I'm gonna say, locales. I'll probably look at Locale Live if there's anything interesting going on over there. You know, more community, more commentary stuff. Because this stuff is kind of getting old. Even though I do, yeah, I'll do this one, guys, and then we'll finish up. Because I think this is probably accurate.
And joining us now is a great friend of the show, Alex Stein. Alex, great to see you as always. The piano's there in the background. You're ready to give us a tune, but it's a very sad occasion. Normally you're here to give us a good laugh, but today is just horrific. The events of the death of Charlie Kirk, the assassination. You knew Charlie well. You spent time, more importantly, you spent a lot of time on these university campuses. That's where you go, you speak to people, you entertain and provoke. You're an amazing personality and the work you do. Who can fill Charlie Kirk's shoes, and what was Charlie like as a friend?
Well, first of all, Rowan, nobody can fill Charlie Kirk's shoes. I mean, literally no one, because he had the ability to not only debate with grace and debate respectfully, he had a recall that was unlike anybody else. He was able to quote Bible scripture. He was able to quote, case studies. He literally had the mind of a computer. So nobody's going to be able to go to a college campus and perform and do the same thing that Charlie did. And of course, Charlie was so incredibly gracious, letting me, a crazy, edgy comedian, go and actually represent Turning Point, because that's what Charlie wanted. He wanted to defend the First Amendment more than anything. Freedom of speech was one of the most important things to him.
Oh, and, yeah, freedom of speech. We definitely need that, guys. I think that's the First Amendment. We should be keeping that, guys. But I know that's been taken away, especially in the UK. UK's got a lot of problems with that stuff.
Guy, he let me go on these college campuses. He let me act crazy because he knew at the end of the day, the message that I was trying to, proclaim, and the same message that he was trying to proclaim, is that we need to get on these college campuses. We need to have civil discourse and talk things out. And, Charlie said it best. Once we stopped talking, they turned to violence, and that's literally what happened. And, the guy was very prophetic in everything he said.
Rita.
He was the happy warrior, wasn't he? He was always so joyful. People would get in his face and just be ugly and scream all sorts of unhinged abuse at him. And he remained calm and polite throughout. Tell me about that, because that, again, is a rare quality, to have someone be vile to you in your face and you don't retaliate. You dismantle their arguments instead of attacking them.
Well, Rita, I mean, you said it best. All of you guys have known me for years now. It's crazy how time flies. And you guys have seen my videos when I go on these college campuses. I provoke them. I get in their face,
Yeah.
And sadly, if you heard that Alex Stein got shot, people would say, you know what? He had it coming. And I hate that that's a reality, but Charlie never had it coming. Charlie literally never showed anybody one modicum of disrespect, even the people that he disagreed with. He was so respectful. So I don't know. I don't know how he had the ability to keep his cool like that. That's really a characteristic that I'm jealous that I don't have. And Charlie really was just an epic pro when it came to not taking the bait, especially in these debates. He was just the ultra smooth professional. And I think that is why Charlie Kirk was so successful, though, is that his bedside demeanor was that of a future president. And I have no doubt in my mind that if Charlie Kirk was still here, and here in 10 to 20 years, he would be president of the United States.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He achieved so much. I'm 100% with you. I think he would have been president one day. I think it was almost certain. But let's just look at the contrasting styles. Let's have a look at you with Charlie Kirk on a university campus, and here you challenge him about deporting your housemate, I think.
Would you want to kick out my housekeeper? Because we need to protect all big booty Latinas. If you're a 9, you are fine. You get to stay. If you're an 8, we can have an immigration debate. If you're a 6, you can kick bricks. But Charlie, let's protect my housekeeper. Why does Juanita have to go, Charlie?
You said she's illegal, right?
She's illegal, yes.
Illegal.
Oh, yeah, she's very illegal. No papers.
I'm sorry, they all gotta go.
Brilliant. You see, Charlie, Alex, you still got a laugh in there, which is fantastic, James.
But, seriously, though, on this sort of broader question, though, where does the whole, not just the Charlie Kirk movement go, but also in terms of going to campuses and so on? I mean, does the whole complexion of doing what people do, whether it's what Charlie Kirk did or what you do, or conservative speakers in general, is there going to be some reticence now? Is this going to achieve some sort of goal of shutting conservatives out of campuses with basically, the left saying, look, we can't have you on our campus because it's not safe because we might do something?
James, you're exactly right. And before Charlie, Ben Shapiro became very well known from going on campuses. Steven Crowder, a lot of other people have had these campus debates. Just Charlie Kirk was the best at it. He had basically mastered it. So you're exactly right. These campuses, I had over 12 schools scheduled, and what they're going to say is they're probably going to say that there's now a safety concern and make us go inside of a classroom. And the problem is, though, James, is the open air debate was the best structure because it allowed people that weren't even interested, didn't even know Charlie or me on campus, and it encourages them and invites them to get engaged with the debate. And once you're in a classroom locked off from the rest of the university, it just doesn't have the same effect. It doesn't have the town hall, public, it just separates it. So I really hope that they don't shut it down.
But I mean, just on this whole sort of idea of why he was targeted, it's all pretty clear. It's really gelling why this all happened. We suspected from the start. But this notion now that conservatives are shut down, that they're shut off from the broader debate of ideas. Was he targeted, do you think, because he was so successful at these town halls? Was it his success at shifting? We saw the charts of, young male voters in particular shifting, turning red, turning towards Trump over the last 2-3 years even. Was he a victim of his own success?
1000% Charlie was a victim of his success because Charlie had become a supernova juggernaut that could not be stopped. And so people were scared, people were mad. And really, Charlie, you see all these people that are celebrating his death, they're sick, ignorant people, but they didn't even understand what Charlie stood for. Charlie was a moderate guy. He really wanted to bring people together. He didn't want to divide people. And because he was actually good, because his message was actually, based on biblical standards, and he's a guy that actually cared about making the world a better place, that's why they had to take him out, because there's so many other people that go and, including myself, we have skeletons in our closet. There was no skeletons in Charlie Kirk's closet. And because he was so good and because he was so successful, that is why he was victimized in the old.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Guys, I think we're going to finish it up. I think what we're going to do is the next episode, which will be tomorrow sometime, I don't know when exactly, probably start talking less about him, start moving on to more things that Australia related. I do want to check more like things. If there's the thing I want to do. I want to get like a docket team or something in the future. So basically, we can create like something on a like OneNote, and they can basically put a description and a little link to a I don't know, a video or something, and we can talk about it. That will be a really good way of doing things because it will save me doing a lot of time, and I'm actually thinking about talking to some people about that on my Discord. But either way, guys, yeah, I'm going to finish it here because it's been an hour and 35 minutes, so it's been a good time. I mean, yeah, it's a good time, guys. So hopefully tomorrow, guys, we'll get to play Forza Horizon. I don't know when, though. It won't be early in the morning like usually. Because I'm going to some mates because they've got to go to a medical appointment. And, yeah, I want to be there because he's kind of suffering and